Our Last Crusade, or The Rise of a New World, takes place in an alternate sci-fi world where a large colonizing empire is at war with a smaller country filled with mages. Because in the distant past, the witches from Magic Country once burned down half of the empire with a gigantic fire spell because the empire tried to genocide them. It follows the heir apparent of the witch country and a swordsman who has recently just been released from prison because he broke out a young witch girl from Empire prison. They are on two opposite sides of the war, and the swordsman is allowed to leave prison in exchange for capturing the princess. They both want peace. The swordsman more than anyone wants peace. And they end up meeting up through multiple twists of fate and developing a sort of relationship with each other, but not necessarily a romantic one, though it does lean in that direction, but more so an appreciation for each other on either sides of the war. I'm going to be terribly honest with you. The show is not that interesting. It does not have a lot going for it. And despite the really cool premise, I do feel like it doesn't really do much with it. The characters are not particularly noteworthy. The plot lines aren't particularly noteworthy. There's some interesting twists and turns, but it does feel like the execution kind of flounders a little bit because they introduce characters like a super powerful mage that got locked away in witch prison, and they introduce these concepts of spirits coming in from the astral, which is sort of like the world where like spirits and magic come from. And at one point, the swordsman gets captured, and they introduce the fact that the swordsman's captain, also ends up becoming a witch at one point. But none of these plot lines ever go anywhere. It usually just sort of culminates in a fight scene, and then the swordsman has to team up with the princess. So there's a lot of potential, but it's definitely not living up to it. Twitch and Discord in the description. I've been Sacrobolic. Your Envoy of Hope. Bye-bye.